Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Amina Adams and I welcome you to Sahur Kitchen, courtesy Honeywell Flour Mills PLC. Today in the kitchen I've got my guest with me. He is a tailor. I'm corrected because I used to call them fashion designers. I think the word tailor is so low base, you know. But he corrected me and said, yes, he is a tailor, not a fashion designer. He is Jubril Abdul. He's a creative director of L'Apparel Signatures. Yes, L'Apparel Signatures. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. While I get you started, so we don't mess up your nice clothing, we'll be talking about, you know, stereotyping Muslims. How do we cope with this? We'll hear from him firsthand right after this break. Welcome back. We are in the kitchen, Sahur Kitchen, courtesy Honeywell Flour Mills PLC on the iBeauty TV show. And I've got my guest here. So what are we cooking? Oh, by the way, you don't look Muslim. I'm sure you've heard that tons of times. 3 days back, I was still told something like that, and I feel so bad a little bit. Okay. I think I've been living with it, and you're happy. But alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim. MashaAllah. Yeah, so. Okay, so what do we have? What are you cooking for us today?
Well, today we're making ugu soup, then together with semolina.
Okay, so we're doing Honeywell semolina with vegetables. Yes. Okay, how do you want to get started?
I would go rinse this first.
Okay, there you go.
All right, thank you.
So you said you hear that a lot. They tell you how I can help you chop the onions, right? How do you want it? Chopped, cut, sliced, tiny, tiny? How do you want it?
Chopped.
Okay. So when you hear it, do you make effort to explain to them how you actually look like a Muslim, or you are a Muslim, or what exactly do you do? Or just ignore them and let them bask in their ignorance? What do you do?
Basically, a number of times whenever the conversation comes up like that, I only ask them one simple question: is there anything that identifies me as a Muslim?
Okay. And so how do Muslims look, or how do they talk, or how do they...
It boils down to the fact that I just have to ask them, do you know any particular thing that is going to make me look more like a Muslim? Okay. Then maybe I should start doing that then, or maybe I should start dressing like that or wearing that. And they end up being without any cue as to what to tell me. And I look at it like, okay, well, a lot of us we don't live in our ignorance. And let them just be like that.
You know what's more amazing is the fact that many years ago, the beard was more synonymous to Muslims, and even the they call it jumping trousers to mock us, but now it's the fashion. So again, they've taken over the identity from us. So how then do we even identify ourselves as Muslims?
At first, it all started with the whole, okay, thank you.
For the chicken?
Yeah, for the chicken and all. Okay, at first it all started with the whole idea of, oh yeah, when you keep beard, it's called the bearded guy thing and everything. But at first, initially, when you start keeping beard, the parents is like, oh, you're starting to turn to an alpha or things and now. But I don't want to mention names, but it's an Igbo man that is spearheading or that is leading now
the beard gang
thing and also, and the people of people that are non-Muslims are actually taking over the identity. So I won't say we've lost it. It has been adopted by the world.
Yes. So
the second thing again is the trousers, because Rasulullah made us understand that wastage is not permitted in Islam.
Which is where anything below the ankle.
Below the ankle is adding up to be wastage or something. So, but looking at it now, the world has actually accepted some things. It goes even just beyond the physical identity.
We can get the chicken on. Sahur time is ticking. I'll help you here.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So I see you're not putting any water in your chicken.
Well, I love to
get the juice out directly. You are indeed a chef. I get that a lot from the professional chefs. They tell you, leave it as it is. The water will
the water is going to come out itself.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so the chicken is going on. We have our vegetables washed. It's we've left in the strainer to drain. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll speed things up because Sahur time is really short because we've spent all the time praying to Tahajjud and doing all the adhkar. So let's come back. We'll be right here for you. Stay with us.
May the blessings of Allah be upon us this Ramadan season. Ramadan Kareem from Honeywell Flour Mills PLC.
Welcome back. We're still in the kitchen. We took a break, and during the break we had our chicken. It's done.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Very well.
We've washed the vegetables, so we have the broth to use for your cooking.
For the cooking, yeah.
So yeah, what next? What do the vegetables straight up?
Yeah, and the palm
yeah, we bleached the oil.
and,
Yes.
The crayfish washed, so we set to go.
Okay, let's roll.
Start the process straight.
Absolutely, and then we need to get the semolina. We have the water also.
Yeah, the water is on fire already. So
okay, so let's get this Honeywell semolina. What do you need me to hand to you now? Just tell me, pass me and I'll pass them on. Pass them.
Okay, I'll go with this.
Oil first.
We'll need the onion afterwards.
Okay. I'll just put the. Here we go. So we're talking about the stereotyping, and you've already made very clear how. You've been able to dispel some of these misconceptions in terms of how you look is not necessarily what makes you a Muslim.
Exactly, yeah.
So beyond that, how do you engage them? I mean, if someone genuinely doesn't know better, how do you get the person to understand who the Muslim character really is?
Okay, with the little
you just wait for the water to...
For the water to get out of the pot already, so the pot gets dry before the pot gets into it. So back to the discussion, from what I know more about Islam and the preachings of Islam, it's more of a communication you have with God than the physical. Okay. That's first thing. Then the second thing is, I try to make the person understand that it doesn't have to be what I'm wearing. Okay. In as much as there are some particular lines that need to be met whenever you
yes, so like a template to follow, especially for the women, you cover your bosom and yeah.
When you see a Muslim woman, you know that okay, she has to be covered, she has to not wear clean outfit and everything.
Transparent, yes. So following that guidelines, then she can do anything within that platform. So for the men also, and I think what it is, just to enlighten some that don't know, it's called the aura. So the aura of the men and the aura of the women. So whatever you do to cover it, then you're sorted. Let's see, I think the pot is ready. Okay, so the bleached oil has gone in. What else do you need? Onions?
The onions.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
So this dressing issue, how do you explain to them about, our culture may not be the same thing with other people's culture?
The more of the misconception a lot of people have is that the moment you're a Muslim, you need to wear jalabia. Okay. You need to have some kind of a long robe that you wear every now and then. But there is the need for people to understand that there's a difference between the Arabian culture and the culture of every practicing community. As a matter
of fact, there are Muslims all over the world. So we have Muslims in Singapore, we have Muslims in China, we have Muslims in the Western world. So, I mean, going to the office as a British or American Muslim, he will most likely wear his suits, and that doesn't make him less a Muslim. Absolutely.
And because a lot of people don't really understand that if I am I'm a Muslim, let's allow this to get
okay.
Okay. So now that as a Muslim, I don't need to compulsorily need to dress like an Arabian with all of my turban and everything before I can practice and show that I'm a Muslim. It is more about my conduct. It is more about my relation with people, because the Rasulullah said something that as a Muslim, that if you're a Muslim, or rather to identify a Muslim, his neighbors, 14 houses in front of him, behind him, to the right and to the left, must be safe from his mischief. And if my conduct cannot guarantee the safety of my neighbors, even if I'm
that won't make sure Muslim with the beard
and that doesn't translate to me being
a nice place to take a break. And by the time we'll come back, our vegetable would almost be on the way. So we have everything here going into the pot. We just want the onion to fry a bit, and then we'll be fine. So when you see us again, our vegetable will be almost done, and we'll be in the process of making our semolina. Stay with us. Yeah, you were going to give advice to the people that have faced this challenge of you don't look like a Muslim, you don't talk like a Muslim, you don't act. So how do you address such people?
Situation. Well, like I said earlier, when I was in university, my dad said something to me that because I was telling him that I was having challenges.
So we can have the vegetables going now.
I was like, my dad told me that the best thing you can do is this: from your conduct, from the way you relate, from the way you talk, from the way you talk to people and you do things, people are going to be able to relate it that this person must definitely be a Muslim, because the Islamic teaching is that everyone around you must be safe.
Yeah, safe from your speech, safe from your
speech, your conduct, your ways of doing things, the way you relate with people and everything all together. Okay. Those are the things that will add up to, those are the cues that will be there initially from the onset, so for people to determine what kind of person you are. Now, if one now faces such a questioning and all,
because I was going to say, what if you meet someone for the first time? You probably don't have the opportunity to have him around long enough to observe your character. So what if he's just someone on the train? Did I say train? Yeah, for those of us that are not in the country, but you know, on the bus, at the bus stop, we hear this a lot at the workplace and all that. So you know,
like you don't even look like a Muslim at all. Yeah. If what I think one can do at that particular moment is, the first thing is make the person understand that Islam is not all about the physical.
Okay.
One. Second thing is this: your faith is not subjected to a particular dress, culture or something. That even if when you see people that are with beards, that doesn't necessarily add up to them being Muslims. Most especially even when you hear them speak Arabic, that doesn't say that they are Muslims.
Muslims, exactly.
Arabic is a language.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's because that's another misconception that a lot of people have. That when this person is saying speaking English, Arabic or something, the person is actually a Muslim. The best thing that can be done there is from your conduct. That is basically
you heard it from Jibril. The conduct tells who a Muslim is, so try to be of the best character. Everything is good to go. Our water is bought for semolina, so the next time you come back, you'll see our table set and ready for sahur. I hope you're ready for yours as well. Stay with us and we'll be right back. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we are at the end of this kitchen. Today we made Honeywell semolina with gorgeous vegetables. See how colorful this vegetable is. Inshallah, this is where we draw the curtains. We need to go and have our sahur, and I do hope yours is ready. This is courtesy Honeywell Flour Mills PLC. Inshallah, we'll have another guest on this show with another lovely meal for sahur. Jazakumullah khairan for hanging in there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
May the blessings of Allah be upon us this Ramadan season. Ramadan Kareem from Honeywell Flour Mills PLC.